Here we go into chapter 4 as Billy returns home after his first day of school. Sal and the Drop Sisters were sitting in a row on the front porch steps. "I'm waiting for you," Sal called to Billy as he turned into the yard. "Well, I'm here," said Billy. "You can stop waiting." Papa turned around the house from the garage carrying a battered cello with only 2 strings. "Hi, Billy," he said. "Hi, Papa." "How was school?" asked Papa. "Okay," said Billy. "What did you do?" "Nothing." "Give me one highlight from your day," said Papa. Billy was used to Papa's probing, although he didn't particularly like it. "There's a kid named Hamster in my class," he said. "Boy or girl?" asked Papa. "Girl." "Maybe her parents are celebrities," said Papa. "They often give their kids unusual names." "Huh?" said Billy. "Nothing," said Papa. "How is Miss Silver?" Billy shrugged. An image of Miss Silver's disappointed face rose up in his mind. He did not want to talk about her, although he knew his father would think that her chopsticks were very interesting. "Can we not have any more questions?" asked Billy. "No more questions," said Papa. Sal, who had been unusually silent, stood with her hands on her hips and said, "Your school doesn't sound very fun. My school with Papa was more fun. Look what I can do." Sal bent over and grabbed a book from a stack on the porch. "I can read Mama's favorite book," she said. She held up a worn paperback copy of Pride and Prejudice. "You can't read that book," said Billy. "The book was definitely for adults." "Yes, I can," said Sal. "Watch, I know the words A and I." She opened the book to the first chapter. Her finger scanned across the page and the lines and went down. A, 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 A. She paused. "There's an I." She flipped the page. Now her finger darted around. A, I, A, A. She slapped the book shut and beamed. "That was just 2 pages, but I can even read in the hundreds." She opened the book again, this time to page 223. "See?" she said. I, A. "That's not really reading," said Billy. "Is so," said Sal. "A is a word and I is a word." She looked to Papa. "Well," said Papa, "it is reading, in a way." He wiggled his eyebrows at Billy. He was still holding the dilapidated cello. He plucked one of the 2 strings, making a dull, heavy sound. "And this is making music." He plucked away again. "In a way." Billy laughed. "I found the cello today, among other treasures. Come to the garage, I'll show you." "Me too," said Sal. She gathered up the Drop Sisters into her pillowcase. "I'm going to teach the girls to read," Sal told Billy. "I'm teaching Raindrop first. She's the smartest." Billy followed Papa, and Sal followed Billy into the garage. Papa's treasures for the day included the cello, an old-fashioned telephone with a dial and a long, curly cord, a gnarled piece of driftwood that looked like an elephant, and a shiny silver garden ball on a cement pedestal. "We went to the dump," said Sal. Billy realized that if he had spent the day with Papa, he would have had more fun than he did at school. "Does any of this speak to you?" Papa asked. He rotated the driftwood in his hands, eyeing it critically. "Any ideas how your old Papa can turn these lovely bits of rummage into art?" He placed the driftwood at his feet and then rubbed the silver garden ornament as if it were a crystal ball. "Let's look into the future," said Papa. Billy and Sal leaned closer. "What do you see, Papa?" "What do you see?" Papa asked, joking, stroking his beard. Billy didn't see the future, but if he could, he would have liked to have seen Emma move to a different table at school, and he would have liked to have liked Miss Silver to let him know, somehow, that she wasn't mad at him. "I see me," said Sal. She touched her nose to the silver globe, then drew her face back a bit. She repeated this movement several times, mesmerized by her distorted reflection. "I like the silver ball best," she said, before she kissed her reflection. "I like the telephone best," said Billy, but he didn't have any suggestions for how Papa could turn it into art. It would be fun to take it apart. He was fascinated by seeing the internal works of things, the wires and the gears and the nuts and bolts. You should like the silver ball best, Sal told Billy. It's silver, just like Miss Silver. You should give it to her. Then you would be her favorite. Billy didn't care about being Miss Silver's favorite, but he did care that she thought he'd been rude to her. Billy offered no response to Sal's comments, but because of them, he experienced the first flicker of an idea of how to make things right with Miss Silver. Ned came over, and he and Billy took apart the telephone with Papa's help, and Billy's idea was forming. Mama came home, and she asked even more questions about second grade than Papa had. Billy's answers stayed nearly the same, okay and nothing. And I don't know. Billy's idea continued to form during dinner and throughout the evening. By the time he went to bed, he had a plan. I bet we'll be finding out in Chapter 5 what that plan is.